Vic's Drunken Horror Adventures. I didn't choose to start the program, but, Talk Show has a mind of its own sometimes. I think what happens is when another caller calls in, it just starts recording. So Blake's here. He's just getting logged in. Vic will come staggering in at some point. That fool's on the Caribou Lou tonight, so he's going to have a hard time. And Blake, you there, buddy?
I'm there, and I did hear everything you said. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not quite acquainted with this new system. I didn't know by calling in it would prematurely start the show. I'm sorry about that.
No, dude, we did it last time, too, like 2 weeks ago, so it's not on you. And I still haven't quite figured it out yet either, so don't sweat it. It's all good. How's everything going in Blake world?
Everything's going great. Got more conventions and stuff getting planned, and books are coming in. I get, man, the 23rd, the books will be here, and I'm just super excited about that and to go do this, man. It's going to be one hell of a show, and I'm going to have to see if I could stop up there and see you and Vic, and maybe get a couple books and get you one and get him one. I know you won't read them, but there's lots of pictures in this one.
I will.
At least you'll look at.
I will. I read your last one.
Oh, you did? Did you finally read all of it?
I told you that.
Good. I swear last time we talked, you said you had read through some of it, and I think you said you had finished one of them but hadn't finished the other. I wasn't aware you finished them both.
Oh, no. Last time we talked, I told you I really liked the Nightmare one better than the first one, which is, kind of goes without saying, but still.
Oh, well, I guess I should be slightly offended because the first one, I was asked by somebody if they could make that into a fan film. I obviously turned that down, but a lot of people really like the first one. Nightmare fans will like the Nightmare one, So.
Second, there's nothing wrong with the first one whatsoever. I told you I love the ending specifically, but I could tell where your passion was. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, well, of course. I mean, Nightmare has given me a career. I know all the people I know in the business because of Nightmare. So I'm super excited that, you guys even read it, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. But anyway, 1984, man, this show has been a long time coming. I've been looking forward to this one because these past few years we've done have been quite hard.
This one sucks. Right, now, granted, it's top-heavy, so the top of the heap isn't so bad. But the bottom, we're talking about, this is worse than, what was it, 82? This is bad.
I don't know. 80 was pretty damn bad, man.
I thought 80 was all right.
81 was rough. Yeah, 81 was rough. I may surprise you with my list. I may not. I'm certain you've guessed a few things that are on it, and I'm sure that I'll get, Vic will have his input, and I'll probably piss him off at some point with my placement of films in this list. But you know what? I didn't do the list for Vic. I did the list to be a part of the group and everything. And it's been such a long time since I've talked to you guys, man. I've been busy doing my other show, and
Well, we took a week off last week, so just because I'm whittling it down just for now, just for a couple of months, to just 2 shows a month, just because I need some room to breathe. Vic's here. What's up, Vicky?
What it do?
It's recording already. It does shit. It does what it does, homie.
Yeah. What's good?
So Blake was saying that he doesn't even have Nightmare on Elm Street on his list. It's fucking crazy.
What?
I just trolling. Anyway.
I can say I don't have it, but I thought I was different.
Shut up. You know what? It's almost impossible not to have it on the list given the fucking scenarios on this 1984. Jesus Christ, these movies blow, except for like the top 5 or so. So let's get into it. What do you fellas say? No more dicking around. Let's go ahead and get into our list. Vic, you ready? Are you on that Caribou Lou?
Yes, I am on that Caribou Lou, and I've already drank like half a bottle, and yeah.
Can I tell you what I did?
Wine.
Oh, no, not wine. No, I made a pina colada and I threw strawberries in there, and then I put a half a bottle of rum in it.
Well, that's always good.
I started seeing double before I came down the stairs.
So you're drinking rum, I'm drinking rum. Is drinking rum too? I forgot his name.
We're pirates.
No, I'm not. I'm not drinking rum, but I'm probably gonna. I will imbibe here in one of these shows again. I've just been taking a breather. Haven't really had time to go, stretch out my horizon of things I want to try. Last thing I had, I think, was a screwdriver, or 2 screwdrivers back to back when I was on the show with you guys, and some Fireball whiskey. I had some of that.
I'm sorry.
No need.
I'll tell you what. Let me roll out my number 10 first because there's an issue with it. I just want to mention it. So you know how Wikipedia has their top, their horror movies of 1984?
Yeah.
Well, this one's listed for 1984, but it says the release date's 1985. So what the fuck do you want from me? Deadly Intruder's my number 10, which don't even ask me about this fucking movie. All I know is it's about somebody gets out of a sanitarium, and I saw it as a kid, but I don't remember shit about it. And that's really what our list has become in 1984, as far as I can tell.
That's what my list has come every week. It's all these movies that I've seen once upon a time and never again.
So anyway, hell, this one doesn't even feel like it was 1984, so whatever. Wikipedia's talking out of both sides of its mouth.
That's awful.
If you guys want an alternative, how about Legend of Boggy Creek Part 2? Because the first one was fucking great, and the second one was watchable. Like I said, that's where I am with my number 10. Absolute shit.
That makes sense.
I can't wait to get into this because, I feel like once we get past our first shitty 5 or so, it's going to be fun. But, Vic, I asked you first, so I'll go ahead and go back to you. What's your number 10, buddy? What kind of nonsense is at number 10 for you?
You say me or no?
Yeah, it'd be you.
Me? My number 10 is Nightmare on Elm Street. What do you mean? I'm joking. No,
it wouldn't surprise me if it was your number 10.
It is actually the Boggy Creek 2, the Beast of Boggy Creek 2. I saw it on Netflix once upon a time. It sucked, but it's 84, and half this shit sucked. So I'm going with the Boggy Creek 2.
Fair enough. All right, Blake. So he's got the Boggy Creek shit. I've got the Boggy Creek shit. It sounds like you have the shits, but, it is what it is. Blake, we got it number 10, buddy.
Mine's not too much better. I love David Miller and I love his work. With this movie, my wife and I've seen it once upon a time, like 20 years ago, and I don't go out of my way to watch it really anymore because it's just not one of my favorites. Night of the Comet. The makeup effects are decent, but it's not. Watch it if you haven't seen it, but other than that, you probably don't. It probably doesn't have very much rewatch value for hardcore horror fans.
Night of the Comet was in the 1984 tournament. Took an ass whipping from Children of the Corn, and that's all you need to know about that.
Thank you, Forrest Gump. I appreciate that.
Because if Children of the Corn is fucking something up like that, there's an issue. That's all I'm saying. I feel like
I think we broke Vic. I think Vic is broken.
You know what I'm saying, Vic? I feel like we're in the 90s with this shit already. With the quality, it's bizarre. We'll be okay.
Yeah. All the years are very top heavy, and then it just gets into shit.
Exactly. The top heavy part's fun. It's almost like we should do a top 5, but then we've got those years that are so fucking just full of good stuff, So it's tough, but we are what we are. All right, Vic, you ready for this one? Another one from my childhood. This is kind of sci-fi horror, but Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. It reminds me of Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's fucking these vampires from outer space, but it's farmers in Texas who become brainwashed bloodsuckers. So that's my number 9. You can't go wrong with a name like Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. And again, don't ask me shit about beyond that.
I've never seen that movie, but I almost put it on my list just because I like the name.
It's worth seeing just because of the name alone. And that's all I got.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it out one day. I didn't have time to really watch any new movies because I've been working so fucking much. So,
me too, man.
But
I'm doing like hours like you, but like nobody lets me sleep anymore. That shit's done, and you know.
Yeah. And
Well,
you've actually been going to the office. Do what?
I said at least the G1 Climax is over in New Japan.
Yeah, but now it sucks that you're waking up for no reason.
Oh yeah,
at least when True was waking you up, you got to watch the G1 Climax.
Oh yeah, it's very upsetting when I wake up and I have nothing to do and I'm sitting there listening to a podcast or something.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was gonna say, he like 3 days straight he slept till 4 a.m. and I was just fucking ecstatic.
Hell yeah.
And then it just all of a sudden, as soon as work started back up, it was, as soon as the Sunday started, it was all fucking night. And I was just like, oh, Christ. So, yeah, I'm just dying. I'm going to have a heart attack.
That's all. All right, well, I guess I'll do my number 9. It is once again a movie I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm pretty sure it sucks. But I'm going with The Initiation.
Oh, dude, I remember that one. But it wasn't on my list because I don't remember absolutely anything about that one.
Yeah, me either. But I was running out of movies that I actually remember seeing. I was like, well, fuck it. It's got to be better than Boggy Creek.
I guarantee you half of these for me are like Red Giraffe rentals. And you may say, Red Giraffe? Well, that was my local video store.
You have Red Giraffe and I have Video Vault.
We had Roadrunner close, but they were fucking expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Blake, you're up, my friend.
Don't you love how I have to shuffle shit around, though? I have to be the one to shuffle shit around. I go back and look at my list, and my list is just fucked from the bottom all the way up to the top, basically. What I picked for number 9 is Mutant, and it's not great by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, if you've seen, like, Return of the Living Dead or Chud or anything like that, then you've probably seen Mutant and you didn't even realize it, or you don't give a shit. It's not one I would recommend watching more than once again. It's just one of those. The poster is hilarious. It says the undead are tombstoned. Like, okay, that's fucking ridiculous, but it's worth the watch just once. It's been years, and I can't even say for sure that I've seen it all the way through. And there was another movie that came out in the 80s with the word mutant in it, so I may even have it confused. I just know this movie looks like it sucks. So I just...
So in other words, fuck you 1984.
Well, no, just fuck you to Mutant. No, if it was Mutant Hunt is great. That was 87, though. We'll get into that in a couple of, we'll get into that on down the line.
Did you say Mutant
Hunt? Not Mutant Hunt.
You can't say the B word on this show.
I say Mutant Hunt. No. Mutant Hunt. I will. There's no reason to say Mutant Hunt. Mutant Cunt, I guess, maybe. Is that what's on the 50-foot woman? A mutant cunt? Is that what that is?
I don't know. I've been with some mutant cunts in my day.
I'm sorry, Travis. Anyway.
All right. So my number 8 now. Coming in with a strong 4.1 on IMDb.
Yes.
It took a severe ass beating from Nightmare on Elm Street in the 1984 tournament and was promptly eliminated in the first round. Again, it gets a 4.1. It's don't open till Christmas. And this one I actually remember because when we were doing top 5 Christmas movies a few years ago, I went out of my way to watch this movie because it's actually from the producers of Pieces, and it's a decent concept, but the issue is it's just like not pulled together very well. But hell, I remember it better than 9 and 10, so there it sits at number 8.
I love his reasoning and logic behind that. It's beautiful.
I like Christmas horror. Yeah. It keeps me going for the rest of the year.
All right, well, my number 8 is the infamous Children of the Corn.
Oh, damn.